Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Onmobile Global Limited Q3 FY22 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touchtone telephone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Asha Gupta from Christensen IR. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Malika. Good day and welcome to the Q3 FY22 earnings call of Onmobile Global Limited. Representing the management today, we have FC Executive Chairman Sanjay Baweja, Managing Director and Global CEO, Krish Seshadri, Chief Executive Officer of Onmo, Biswajit Nandi, Senior VP Global Sales, and Radhika Venugopal, VP Finance. The call will start with brief update about the overall performance during the quarter and financial by Mr. Sanjay, and Krish will give you brief update on Onmo, which will be then followed by FC speaking on overall business activity and sharing his thoughts on future plans. We will then open the floor for Q&A session. I would like to mention that some of the statements made in today's call may be forward-looking in nature and may involve risks and uncertainties that we see. For a list of such considerations, please refer to the earnings presentation. Onmobile Global undertakes no obligation to publicly revise any forward-looking statement to reflect future or likely events or circumstances. Having said that, I now hand over the floor to Mr. Sanjay. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Asha. Good day to everyone, and I'm very glad to be with you once again and hope all of you are doing well, staying safe and healthy. Let me take this opportunity to thank all of you and our customers and our team members for their continued trust in us. I hope all of you have already seen the investor deck that has been mailed to you as well as hosted on our website and Exchange's website. If any one of you is not on our mailing list, please connect with our investor relations team and we will add you to the distribution list. I would start by sharing a quick update on our products and then the financial performance. At the outset, let me start by talking about Challenges Arena in what I will call out as our best performer for the quarter. 6 new customers agreed on our terms for Challenges Arena, taking the cumulative agreements to 21. Out of those, 8 are already live. Further, additional 5 customers agreed and 3 went live during January 22, taking the total customer agreements to 26 and 11 live customers by the end of January 22. Let me also say that a couple of more customers, in fact, have gone live up till now in February also. As you are all aware that since last quarter, we've started reporting Challenges Arena revenue contribution. So in Q3 FY22, its contribution almost doubled quarter on quarter. The multiply effect will exemplify as more and more customers go live. We are targeting a further doubling of revenue for Challenges Arena from Q3 to Q4. Thanks to Challenges Arena, we are aiming for a decent double-digit growth for Onmobile overall revenue in the next fiscal, which we've not seen over the past few years. The cumulative gross paying subscribers at the end of the quarter stood at 2.6 million as compared to 1.2 million last quarter, a growth of 117% quarter on quarter. We are targeting to touch 4.2 million in Q4 FY22. We are witnessing good pipeline here and expect to be live and signed up with many more coming quarters. We are confident that going forward, we will see significant revenue growth coming from Challenges Arena. We are seeing very good traction here. We are noticing exponential increase in multi-active users for this segment. Now coming to Onmo, I'm glad to inform you all that we have completed INR wallet and payment integration for our Onmo product. We have also completed product integration with Chingari. Although still at the test stage, we now have complete access to the 100 million customers, which will unfold over time. We have started developing crypto payment options. In line to our strategy, we have introduced beat-it tournaments and many more features and contents in Onmo. We have also introduced bonus cash as part of our first-time experience in Onmo. We have added 71 new games cumulatively as on end December and signed with new partners. Krish, of course, will talk about it a lot more in a little while. As you're already aware, we've gone live for B2B Onmo with Dialog Sri Lanka, the revenue for which will start flowing through within this quarter. Also, we have further agreements with another 3 customers who will be enabling revenue for us from Q1 of next year. Also, I'm glad to inform you that during the quarter, we launched the new B2B mobile quiz gaming program Challenger Arena under the brand name OCAD with Ooredoo Myanmar. OCAD is a unique platform for Ooredoo Myanmar to enhance their engagement activities towards subscribers. Going forward, OCAD will emerge as a go-to destination for playing instant battles and open tournaments in the region with its own redemption portal where games can redeem O-coins and telco products, data and airtime, etc. It will also have a few more payment options for O-coins purchased in the future. From an overall revenue perspective by products, phones contributed 43% to revenue and grew by 11% quarter-on-quarter and 8.6% year-on-year. Legacy games witnessed a drop of 9.3% quarter-on-quarter on account of one-time revenue adjustment due to technical issue in a major operator in Asia. Video, of course, declined a bit by 5.3% quarter-on-quarter, partly due to forex impact and partly due to muted promotions by one of the major operators in Spain. As indicated earlier, I would reiterate that going forward, we expect to see good growth in revenue led by both new products, Challenger Arena and Onmo B2B, coming live with telco customers. As mentioned earlier, we expect to have agreements with more than 30 customers within this current fiscal 21-22 for Challenger Arena, and a lot of them going live within this year itself. We are also looking at signing a number of new customers for Onmo during the next fiscal. We intend starting sharing more data with you in the coming quarters on the revenue from products. We are seeing significant traction in these 2 new products. A high percentage of customers that we are signing up now are new labels, and we believe that we will be able to upsell our existing products to these new relationships, which in turn will help us stabilize, and they actually are likely to give an uptick for our new products revenue. In terms of the financial update, our Q3 FY22 revenue grew by 1.9% quarter-on-quarter basis at 139.3 crores. The year-on-year decline came from Europe due to reasons mentioned earlier. In line with our strategy to shut down some business entities that do not measure up to our stated goals of revenue and profitability, we are continuing to focus on unprofitable Latin American businesses, and we are in the process of exiting from these countries. As mentioned earlier also in these calls, I would like to reiterate that we have completed this process substantially last fiscal, and the full closure of entities is expected in the current fiscal of 2022. If you see revenue by geography breakup in presentation, marginal revenue of 1.6% now comes from America, while almost 55% comes from Europe. ME and A contributed 22.6%, witnessing a growth of 27% quarter-on-quarter, mainly from phones business. On the cost front, we continued our rationalization efforts and yielded savings with a reduction of 7.9% year-on-year in manpower cost, while it remains stable on a quarter-on-quarter basis. Our stated target for manpower cost is 20% of revenue. We are currently below 25%. It will be our endeavor to reach this number of 20% in the coming fiscal. We have increased our focus to acquire skilled talent for our gaming business, along with right-sizing our legacy business requirement. Our marketing costs grew by 14.3% quarter-on-quarter and 33.8% year-on-year, primarily due to increased investment in digital space. We have yield savings in OPEX cost by about 11.5% quarter-on-quarter, mainly due to absence of any one-time cost that we incurred last quarter. EBITDA for the quarter at 13.4 crores, an increase of about 48% quarter-on-quarter, with the margin at 10.1%. The growth in EBITDA is driven by our cost optimization efforts. Operating profit is at INR 11 crores, a growth of 74%, with a margin of 8.2% during the quarter. Our profit after tax was INR 8.7 crores, which is a growth of almost 3 times quarter-on-quarter, with a margin of 6.5%. Our DSO remains stable at 128 days. The cash and books at INR 144.5 crores for the quarter as compared to 177 16.8 crores at the end of Q2 FY22. The decrease is mainly due to our investment in Chingari of INR 11 crores and a dividend that we paid for 16 crores. We also incurred R&D expenses towards Onmo for 14.9 crores during this quarter. We will continue to invest in our gaming products to strengthen our position in the B2C gaming product. We have also mentioned it earlier that for Onmo, we will need to raise some funds. There have been discussions with bankers and some strategic investors over the last few months. It will be our endeavor to close this money raise as soon as possible, and I see that happening in the next couple of quarters. A lot of operating metrics and data have already been shared in the presentation deck. I'm sure all of you would have had access to the same. With this now, I will hand over the call to Krish to talk about Onmo. Thank you very much. Over to you, Krish.
Thank you, Sanjay. Good afternoon, everyone. Q3 was a good quarter of progress for Onmo on multiple fronts. We introduced new features and had multiple launches across both D2C and B2B. I'll touch on a few key initiatives and progress that we made. The first one is, we launched our cash real money gaming on two formats, which is tournaments and battles. We're very excited by this product. In the tournaments product, you can play a tournament which has a start to finish time. Multiple people can join that cash tournament and they rank on the leaderboard at the end of the time. So for any of you who haven't, checked it out, I'd be happy if you can sign into these tournaments and, take a look at them. The second format is the one-to-one battles format. Here a player can challenge another individual or a friend on a game, and the winner takes the entire prize pool. So I want to let you know that, these gameplays across both battles and tournaments has doubled in the last couple of months, and we will continue seeing this good growth month on month. The second big launch for us was obviously on Chingari. You must have read about it over the last few days. We plan to leverage Chingari's 100 million and growing install base to expand, our reach and audience in India. As we had mentioned in a few previous calls, Onmo's short format challenges and Chingari's short form videos complement very well. And so do the social aspects of, both these products. And this launch inside Chingari also provides that audience with an unparalleled social gaming experience on short moments. And we think that the synergies are tremendous. And as of now, you can get Onmo on the Chingari beta version of the app. It's being used by a select audience, and over the next few weeks, we'll ramp this up to the entire Chingari base so that we can provide millions of users with an immersive social gaming experience. The third feature which we launched, if you'll have played with the product, it's very prominent. It's our Beat It tournaments. We changed the UX. It's a little more contemporary. And these are coin tournaments where if you beat the highest score, then your score and profile picture gets published. So it's a very, very viral kind of a product. Players will keep attempting this again and again to appear in the feed on top of the leaderboard. And adding this social competitive layer to the tournament, it will improve engagement and retention, and that's a known fact in the industry. So our product is a very, very innovative take on something that's helped retention and engagement of social gaming products. And even here, we've seen tournaments and gameplays in this particular product grow 3 times over the last 2 months. Coming to the fourth point on the core content, Sanjay touched on this. We had nearly 70 games on the platform and 4,000 moments. These are very unique, vision AI-driven challenges on the Onmo platform. So we continue to add, thousands of moments every quarter, and we hope to get this to easily 10,000 over the next quarter or two. So we also have a terrific pipeline of games and partnerships that we worked on, and we'll keep adding more games and more moments over the next quarter or two. As our cash product, our real money cash gaming tournaments and battles are being launched, we also have a very aggressive marketing plan that will start, mid-March and continue for a few months. Sanjay also mentioned about Onmo B2B and the dialogue launch. So currently, Dialog users have an opportunity to experience the free trial subscription version of our product, which was launched in December. And very soon, they will also be using the paid version of the product, and that is due to launch in the next few weeks or so. So, in summary for Onmo, it was a great start to the year. Our teams across India, Canada, Sweden are all incredibly focused on execution, continuous product innovation. As you can see, we've been releasing very innovative products every quarter, and we are going to start seeing tremendous growth starting next quarter. So we're very optimistic that Onmo will be the dominant social esports cloud gaming platform, given our thousands of, very unique short gaming moments curated from very popular casual mobile games. With that, I hand it over to FC now for his comments.
Thank you, Krish. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you all for joining this call. I just want to mention to all shareholders, we have a gaming first strategy, coming with all the background of our products with tones and video subscription and support to gaming. And, this quarter, we really confirmed that gaming first and gaming is really first and showing real numbers. We have two key products on gaming, which is Challenge Arena, quiz and puzzle app, and Onmo that Krish just talked about. I am quite satisfied with the fantastic growth of Challenge Arena. We've been discussing it in these quarters, for last quarters, but I really want to highlight that we did 3 quarters of doubling every quarter. The fourth quarter, which is the third quarter call now, but the fourth quarter we're in right now, we can confirm we're going to double again this quarter. And I'm looking at our global sales right now, really adding on customers, operators, at the rate of signing and deploying of at least 5-6 every month. So the compounding effect, initially, we had only a few customers. Now we're adding 5-6 a month. So I really see this being a true, very strong gaming sector, Challenge Arena, and really proud to say that we're a gaming first company, and our strategy is to really leverage all our other products such as tones and video subscription to really push our gaming. And there's a lot of integration that's not done yet, between the products to really push that gaming strategy first. So that's really happy about this. I also want you to realize that this curve of signing up a B2B operator, in the case of Onmo, we really focused on B2C first, which is, and to be very specific, India first, and with our deal with Shingari was Shingari first, right? So just so you understand the strategy right now is we're deploying on Shingari, we're getting the millions of subscribers, then we'll spend the money on the marketing campaign, very strong marketing campaign in March that we're going to deploy to really capture the India market, and then we're going to look globally. But on the global level, I want you to understand the B2B side is going to follow the same pattern as we have with Challenge Arena. Actually, most of the operators that we signed with Challenge Arena are gearing up to launch Onmo also. So this curve is a bit delayed because, as you know, Onmo is a very cutting-edge product, and it takes a bit more installation for an operator to be able to launch it. But really, this pattern is following along. So really, really good curve on gaming, really, really strong gaming strategy. And I think the team's doing a fantastic job. And even our investment, as you know, we saw the Shingari investment, in our result this quarter, doubling in value, and we can see, I think, we struck a great partnership with Shingari on that front. So, overall, very satisfied, really confirming our strategy. And to that point, I'll open it to Q&A.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may enter star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If your questions have been answered and you wish to withdraw yourself from the queue, you may enter star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. To ask a question, you may enter star and 1. Participants, if you have a question, you may enter star and 1. We have the first question from the line of Prakash Ramaseshan from Pragya Consulting. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you for taking my call. Congratulations on the good performance last quarter. I just had two questions. One is regarding the crypto strategy. If you could explain a little bit more in detail as to how that's going to get stickiness of customers to Challenges Arena and Onmo. And the second piece is that when you're having large marketing spends, you tend to take them all to P&L and you don't capitalize them. So basically, if I look at the financials of the company, when do you see the revenues outpace the increased spends? Do you think that's 3 quarters away, 2 quarters away? I know it's a forward-looking statement, but just to have an understanding. Thank you.
Do you want to take the crypto one?
Yeah, just on crypto, I mean, I really believe it can bring value and new users. A lot of people worldwide are using crypto, as you know. I think it's very complementary to our products. So, expect in the coming, months some news on that front. I don't want to go too much in detail, but just to share with you, we have specialized people on crypto on the team, and we're looking at it. So that's the first point. On marketing, I just want you, and I'll let Sanjay and Krish comment, but I want the investors to understand that in March, when we start spending, important dollars for a D2C strategy on Onmo, obviously we'll see the marketing spend increasing significantly here. The Shingari deal was a great deal because it's an investment deal, and we got the marketing as bonus. But we still have to, as a D2C product, we have to spend real amount of money in marketing, and that will show. Sanjay, you want to add anything on this?
Yeah. So actually, we need to differentiate the Onmo profitability, which obviously will go through its span of being startup in nature and take its turn. And we don't want to comment on the profitability part of this. But having said that, what is important for you to note is that the profitability of our B2B side is going to get much stronger and stronger as we go along into the new year. And I think that's the key, that we will continue to generate more money from the B2B side of the business, significantly more. And, like we said earlier, I mentioned in my first few words that we will have to raise more funding for Onmo, and most of that money is going to go towards the marketing side. So I would not like to, say how many quarters it will take for us to, from Onmo per se, to get into a mode where revenue, etc., and profitability will go beyond the marketing side. But what I will like to say again is the profitability of the B2B business, the Challenges Arena and other part, and Onmo also, and the legacy part is going to grow from here to a much more different level over the next few quarters.
Very well. Just some thoughts on the fact that perhaps you can present it in a manner where you could give us more clarity on the marketing spend of each of those divisions on the B2C side, so we can understand how much is the incremental marketing and what numbers it's going to result in future quarters. Just an understanding.
So we intend to, starting from Q1 next year, we intend to segregate the Onmo reporting separately. As of now, we have just one segment. But going forward from 1st of April onwards, we will do segment reporting and we will segregate and give you both the numbers separately. Surely.
Thank you so much, sir. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, you may enter star and 1. We have the next question from the line of Aditya Sen from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. I'm audible?
Yes.
Okay, so you were talking about double-digit growth in revenue. So what would be the base figure? The base figure of FY21's revenue figure, or from here on?
So we've been, for Challenges Arena, we've been saying that we will double. We've been doubling the Challenges Arena part every quarter for the last 3 quarters, and we expect that we will double again. So as of now, we don't segregate. We give a percentage contribution. So if you've gone through our numbers, you'll notice that the percentage of Challenges Arena as part of our overall revenue has doubled every quarter. We expect that to continue at least for Q4, and then overall the revenue growth will continue. The doubling, the percentages will differ, but the onslaught of revenue growth for Challenges Arena will continue.
Okay. And I see that a video section also contributes to a significant part of our revenue. So do we have any focus on the same video part?
Yes, video is a very important part of our products, and we continue to focus on that. This last quarter, you might have noticed there was a slight dip because it's Europe-based. Most of our video is Europe. So Europe, we saw the euro actually declining with the dollar, and therefore we had some impact. And also there was some inability from a marketing side, but that's behind us, and we expect the video product to be consistent in terms of revenue. We are working on a few things which we are not at liberty to say as of now, but which could take it to a new level for video. But as of now, let's maintain that it'll be stable going forward, and the growth, as I said, will come from new products and tones, etc.
Okay, so the majority of the growth that what I can understand is that it's coming only from the Challenge Arena, and we cannot have any certainty on growth figures on the other segments. Am I getting it right?
So I would say that we are, like we mentioned, that most people, most customers who are new customers, and for them we will be upselling the existing products that we already had. So I wouldn't say that there is no scope for increase. I would say that, and we are working on things which could take up. But if I were to say that that there's going to be substantial increase in the earlier products, it would be wrong. The major part of growth, like I said, is going to come from Challenges Arena and Onmo, the new products which will give us new growth.
Okay, so
if you look at our strategy, if you look at this quarter, actually Tones grew, and we are signing up. I'll ask Mandy to talk about his sales strategy after, but we are signing up new customers on Tones. All I'd like you to really grasp is that our strategy from now on is really gaming. So we will position this product, and there's a way to leverage all these products to support gaming and integrate the gaming and gamification into them. And that's exactly what we're going to do, so that we make sure that our gaming first strategy is really pushed on by these products, and obviously ensure that they are growing also. It's just the growth of these products that we've been having for multiple years now is dwarfed by the growth that we're talking about on Challenge Arena and Onmo. Obviously, when we talk about doubling every quarter, that's not the case for Tones and video. I just want to be clear here. So that's.
Can you please repeat your last sentence? Pardon, I couldn't understand that. The last sentence.
FC, the last part of doubling the growth that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I missed the question. The line is not too good. Sanjay, can you answer?
So what FC is mentioning is that we've been doubling for Challenges Arena the revenue every quarter for the last 3 quarters. We expect that to continue for Q4 also. So that kind of growth will obviously not happen in the other products. They are more stable and will stay that way. The real big growth is going to come from Challenges Arena. That's what.
Okay, sir, I got it.
Challenge Arena and Onmo. And really the key is to use these big products with big volume to support our gaming strategy, both for Onmo and Challenge Arena. That's the strategy for both Tones and video.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of VP Rajesh from Banyan Capital. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity and congratulations on wonderful results on Challenger Arena. And thanks for sharing all the detailed numbers. Very much appreciate that. And the question is then, can we expect from Q1 you'll be sharing similar data set for Onmo as well?
Yes. The intention is to segment the two things separately. The B2C part and Onmo separately, and the B2B part separately. We'll have two segments, and therefore we'll show it separately.
Okay. And then just going back to the tones business, if I understood your comments so far, what you're saying is that tones will also grow on its own, but obviously Challenger Arena will grow much, much faster. But combined together, there will be substantial growth as Challenger Arena becomes larger and larger part of the that particular B2B business.
That's correct, Rajesh. Absolutely right.
Okay.
Challenger Arena will help us to grow the overall revenue for the B2B part significantly. We've not seen that in the last few years, but now we are seeing the traction. We are seeing actual numbers on the ground. We've been sharing with you Q4 already. We are noticing, and we've given a heads up in terms of our target that we will double this revenue for this quarter again. And we see substantial growth happening, which will mean that overall revenue growth will be a good number to go with for the year.
Okay. Well, that's helpful. My other question is on the Chingari side. What is the valuation of that business now, and what is our percentage stake in that business?
So we've maintained our percentage. There have been 2 rounds. I don't think Chingari has really announced publicly the value, but let me say that we've had 2 rounds. In the second round, the valuation has already doubled. I would not want to comment something where Chingari has held back the details, but yeah, I mean, what I can say from the first round to the second, the valuation is up.
Okay, so if I may ask, what was our percentage stake before the second round, and what is it now?
No. So we have maintained the 10%. We are still at 10%. We maintain.
Okay, so and you have invested around 11 crore in this round, right? In the second round.
Yeah, you can do the mathematics. Yes.
Right. No, that's why I'm asking. I just want to make sure I have that.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, understood. And total, we have invested 2 crores or so in this business.
Yeah. So I think I don't have the numbers offhand. I think 31 was the first time that we connected, and then we, for adding to the round to maintain our numbers, we did another 11 odd crore.
Okay. So are we planning to do more such deals to get the distribution, or what is the thinking? Because from what I understand, my sense is that we are behind on Onmo. We haven't raised the funds. The launches were delayed, and now we have changed the strategy. It seems to go from going global to focusing on India. So if you can just.
FC to please. Yeah, go ahead, please. FC.
Yeah, it's very important. Since day one we said it's a cutting edge product, right? It's not, it's not just an app. Like for example, Quiz and Puzzle with the Challenger Arena. It's a simple app, and we have a lot of content that we feel to it. In the case of Onmo, we really went cutting edge, and I just want all investors to realize nobody else in the world is doing what we're doing here. We're combining cloud gaming with AI recognition to be able to cut out moments and do challenges, esport challenges on specific moments of a game. Nobody in the world is doing this today. So, technology-wise, cutting edge, it takes some time to fine-tune the platform. It was always planned that we would launch first. We're based in India. The strategy has always been we will launch in India first, make a success out of India, and then go worldwide. The strategy worldwide, we'll see the next quarter, and we'll discuss about the worldwide strategy. But right now, we had to integrate the whole app within the service within Chingari. It in itself, I don't want to, diminish the team's effort that you need to be able to migrate millions. Chingari's got millions of subscribers, of daily subscribers. We need to do that seamless integration with no fault, right, and get all the volume. So that's always been the strategy. deploy first. That's why we did the Shingari investment, so we could get their base marketing-wise, so we don't have to spend the first push in marketing. That critical mass is very key when you launch such a service. So the critical mass is done through Shingari, which is great. It's a great partnership. And as soon as we get that critical mass, then we invest in marketing with a great marketing campaign that's really well done. So that's exactly the plan right now that we're following. To your first question, is the Shingari deal a great deal that we could do with other companies and other geographies? Definitely. That's something we're looking at because it's a true win-win, right? And would we get equity plus the marketing in other geographies? I don't know, but that kind of partnership where we actually integrate our service within a short video form app or another service is certainly a great strategy to go in into other geographies. So right now, when I say Onmo is lagging in B2B versus Challenge Arena, because Challenge Arena is way easier to deploy and to sign, and it addresses any kind of subscribers, 3G, 4G. It's not just the 4G and 5G subscribers. So that's why that curve that you see right now, where we sign a lot of subscribers on the B2B side for Challenge Arena, you will see the same growth going along with Onmo. But I just want you to keep in mind that what we're doing is cutting edge and nobody else is doing, right? And there's true value here, and we will succeed in India to be the dominant platform in social esport, and we will deploy worldwide. So that's so I hope that answers your question.
It does. Look, I understand it's a complex product. I understand no one has done that, and obviously as an investor, I'm invested in the success of the team. So I just wanted to make sure you understand that. All I'm trying to understand is that has the strategy changed from what we were thinking a year ago? For the simple reason that, as you said, it will require a lot of marketing dollars, and our balance sheet has, come down from 250 crores or thereabouts to 166 crore now, and a lot of that has gone into R&D as well. So I was just thinking, if you start spending on marketing as well, then where does the balance sheet settle down before it starts coming back up? So that's really where I was coming from, and I do appreciate what you guys are doing on the product side.
So let me try and answer that bit, of balance sheet coming down, and we are absolutely mindful of the fact that we are using up the cash that we've generated over the years, and like I mentioned in the initial part of what I said. It is our aim to raise money over this next 2 quarters, and we are on it. There have been discussions with a few strategic guys. There have been investors with some bankers. So these discussions are going on. We hope to raise money in the next few months to enable us to spend the money in terms of dollars, and that's the aim. We raise the money, and then that's the money that we spend on the marketing on dollars, especially when we launch overseas, which will happen in the new year.
Got it. And again, congratulations on the Chingari investment as well. I think that has surely created value for all of us. That's all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Mithun Aswath from Kiva Advisors. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I just wanted to understand on the Challenges Arena business, if you do the math, I think you're at about a 3 crore sort of a run rate. And you mentioned that the next quarter we could go up to maybe 6 crores. Just wanted to understand from your previous calls, you've always mentioned that potentially gaming and Onmo and Challenges Arena will become a reasonably large chunk of your business. I just want to know where do you think this Challenges Arena business could be in the next couple of years, as well as obviously baby steps on Onmo as of now. So just wanted to understand over the next couple of years how the revenue mix would change. That was the first question. And also in your presentation, you have mentioned a certain percentage of your revenues coming from gaming. I just want to understand what does that really refer to? You have a certain percentage which you've given as games, which is about 6%. So if you could just touch upon that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So I think let me say that while not giving exact numbers, but Challenges Arena will form a significant part of our revenue going forward. We are going to double this quarter, and therefore we will continue to grow very rapidly, as both FC and I have mentioned. There will be a significant of compounding or multiplier effect which will happen over time. We have many more customers whom we are talking to. Many of them have already agreed on the terms, and the process is on for getting them live. So over the next 2-3 years, it will be a huge part of our revenue. As far as the Onmo gaming overall is concerned, that is our understanding, and that's the target that we are taking. That revenue is will in a few years dwarf the other part of our revenue. So the B2C revenue will definitely be bigger than the B2B revenue that we have. So that's the broad statement we are making, and that is what we are sticking to, without giving specific numbers and the time period that will take us. It may be a couple of years, maybe 3-4 years. So that's where we are in terms of our growth forward, whether it's the B2C business or the B2B part of the business. That's clearly our target from now on. From a profitability perspective, the Challenges Arena is a significantly profitable product for us, and we could expect next year to look much better in terms of our EBITDA and overall profit. You asked about the games. I want maybe Nandi and Radhika to talk about games. The 6% games that we have, what games are there which we can talk about, the legacy games?
Yeah, thanks, Sanjay. That's a product that we acquired from Appland, which is a downloadable and HTML5 gaming platform, where we power the gaming stores of multiple telcos across Asia, Middle East, Africa, and Europe. That's the revenue that you see at 6%, which is termed as games.
Okay. Thanks. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Subrato Sarkar from Mount Intra Finance. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So my question is more, if you can throw more of a quantitative, some numbers, like with what is our internal estimate, like with how much, what is the number of tentative customer that we can break even in case of like Onmo or this Challenger. So or on the contrary, what is our estimate regarding how much time will it take to break even? So this is one thing, and if you can highlight a little bit more on the business revenue side, like what is the revenue model, like how we are planning to monetize in terms of at least some unit economics and numbers, that will help us to understand like more a little bit on a quantitative side. So that's
so let me start by talking about Challenges Arena, and then I'll request Chris to talk about the Onmo part. So Challenges Arena, the B2B product, is profitable as we go. So today, as we speak, Challenges Arena is profitable. It will continue to get more profitable as we go along and add more customers because of the sheer volume of it. The content cost is particularly low, and we will, as we go along, this will reflect in the overall numbers of the company. As for Onmo, I'll let Chris speak about the profitability and other parts. And Chris.
Thanks, Sanjay. So on Onmo, there are two aspects, right? One is the B2B and B2C, and I'll explain the economics of it. So on the B2B part, it's a subscription-based product, and obviously there's a revenue share with the operators, and you reach profitability quite quickly. On B2C, our revenue model is primarily esports, and of course there'll be a little bit of subscription, but it's an esports-driven model. It'll take a little bit of time to get the unit economics right and reach profitability. typically in most of these B2C direct-to-consumer gaming products, you should be hitting that, within the first 2 to 3 years.
Okay. So, one thing I was trying to understand, both in case of B2B model of... Hello?
Can you hear me? Okay. So your line is not very clear. Could you...
Yeah. So what I'm asking, both on the challenges side as well as B2B Onmo side, sir, is there any scale advantage or it's a fixed kind of agreement that we are getting, we are entering with these telcos? So that what I mean to say is per customer unit economics, that will remain same, or there is a scale advantage once we add more customer in terms of revenue. I'm not talking of the cost side, only on the revenue side.
So revenue side, while there will be no revenue side scale advantage, but there will be an operating leverage that will kick in as we grow our Challenges Arena revenue, and there will be profitability, because there is as a company there is a significant amount of fixed cost, and since the gross profit from Challenges Arena is high, we will quickly see a lot of that coming into the profitability. So to your point, there is a scale advantage of the operating leverage which will happen as we grow in Challenges Arena. So we will notice that profitability creeping up pretty rapidly. So and from a single customer per se, there is no real advantage as far as Challenges Arena is concerned. From a end consumer, one consumer versus two consumers, then I would not want to quantify that piece in at that unit. But on overall level, there will be a significant leverage that we will have because of very high gross margin.
Got it. Sir, just last question on the cash side, sir. So let's assume whatever is our cash balance, currently at 144, 45, so whatever. With this, as long as my point is, what is the time period we can sustain with this cash balance without raising? I understand we have a fundraising plan, but without fundraising, what should be the pathway? How many years of funding, cash, is it adequate for us?
So, as far as legacy business is concerned, we will continue to generate more cash. We are a highly profitable business. The B2B side is highly profitable, so that will continue to generate more cash. The cash is required for the Onmo part of the business, and we are focused on a significant amount of marketing spend that will happen in the coming year. And clearly, for that, we will need funding. We will need funding in the next year. So let me put it that way, and that will only be for Onmo, not for the legacy business. Legacy business is profitable.
Only Onmo side, sir. So let's assume what is our targeted advertising budget for next year, let's say.
No, we don't want
let me share
specific. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Aspect so everybody understands clearly. So to be successful in India, and including our Shingari deal and adding to it, we're planning about $10 million to invest to succeed in India. We have the money for this, right, guys? So we can use $10 million of our money, make a huge success out of India, and we're in India. I'm not saying we're not going international with this. I'm just saying, that's the budget if we want to be successful in India, and that's what we carved aside. From that point, obviously the value of the old project is totally different once you show your real success, right? If you look at all the other platforms out there, they succeeded in India first, then they raise the money at high valuation, then they go worldwide. We're going worldwide anyways, because right now the flavor of the product is worldwide, but the main focus on marketing is India. To make a global success, and especially in the US and Europe, we'll need $100 million. So, there's different ways to get that kind of money, but first we have to show the success. And that's why I'm saying, let's make a huge success out of India, and then let's attack the rest of the world. I don't want to come short in the US and Europe and, deploy a worldwide strategy with not enough money. So we need that kind of money. Is it 75? Is it 100? I'm just making it round so we understand each other clearly. We need 100 million to succeed worldwide. So that's the kind of numbers we're talking about. And that's why we'll segment also the numbers of Onmo versus the Onmobile B2B and Challenger in a business, because if you invest that kind of money, obviously our P&L is going to be, a bit changed. So we have to segregate the numbers. We have to make it, they're two different endeavors, right? A B2B business is totally different than a D2C business. In our case, they're all tied up because the B2B2C business, so a lot of the subscribers we're signing up on Onmo actually benefit the operators also when they launch in their country. So there's truly a social link here that the operators want to leverage on, and that's what we're selling too. So both models will feed each other, but that's the kind of numbers we're talking about.
Okay. Perfect, sir. Perfect. I got your strategy. Just last one on the bookkeeping side, sir. So what is our accounting strategy regarding Chingari? For example, if there is any if there is any gain, so we keep it on the investment. And will we do some mark-to-market or fair value investment and charge it to P&L, or like we will pass to balance sheet only?
No. So we have done a mark-to-market this quarter, and if you see in our other comprehensive income, it is mentioned there, the increase in value. It is 193 million.
Okay, that is because of Chingari, sir.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Vishal Asalekar from Apex. Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually I had two questions, but now in Q&A session it got resolved. But I have one question. That is, what is the revenue target you set for the next year quarter, that is December 2020?
December 2022.
Sorry, 2022. Sorry.
So we've not given a specific target for December 2022, but what we are saying is for the next fiscal overall, we will grow in double digits for sure. So that's the broad thing we are saying. We've not seen that. We've been stable or slightly decreasing in the last 2-3 years. But next year overall, for the next fiscal, we will definitely be growing in double digits.
Okay. And one more thing, just want to highlight that, since last 3 months I was searching for where is the Onmo advertise. Any digital marketing things are there, because I saw Lintas, your tie with Lintas in October, and I was searching on net, Facebook, everywhere. And surprisingly, I got your channel in YouTube, but the subscriber and video views were so low that I thought you are not, keeping eye on that digital marketing somewhere like YouTube or anything.
Not yet. Chris, would you want to talk about that, please?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, our marketing campaign, aggressive marketing campaign starts in March. So till now we've had, minimal exposure, but that's been good enough for us to have, fine-tune the product, launched the beta tournament, launched the cash tournaments. We are doing a lot of digital marketing per se, on channels like Instagram and, where the millennial audience and the gaming audience in particular hangs out. So we are already doing that, and you're going to see more of that happening, starting March and for the next few months.
Okay, so that contract with the Lintas, it is still there or you are cancelled?
Oh, yes. I mean, we've got marketing agency contracts with all these agencies for digital marketing, for creative, for other marketing initiatives. So yeah, those are very much there.
And let me just add, the whole team is working on marketing. It's not, when we launch beta, as you know, it's very important we get all the metrics right, the conversion metric, the, sign up, the engagement, the payment metrics. You need to align all these metrics before you spend money. Because, yeah, we can easily drop, $1 million in marketing tomorrow. And the problem is if you don't have all these metrics lined up, you just waste money. So I can reassure the shoulders that we didn't waste any marketing dollars yet. And when we do, it's not going to be a waste. It's going to be an investment, and make sure it does convert into real, active users and active payers, right? So that's what we've been doing. And again, it was part of the strategy to integrate and launch with Chingari first. So all this integration's been done now. So that's why everything's all set for real marketing dollars in March now.
Okay, so see, actually I saw you picked that picture, almost pictures on Chingari app. I download the app and everything, but I don't see Onmo in that Chingari app. Simultaneously, I played this Onmo as well as the Challenges Arena also, and since I guess last quarter also. Once they launched, I played that thing. I found it very attractive, but what I thought that why it is not. That's why actually I was searching for marketing things and when I asked for few kids, do you know this Onmo things or Challenging Arena? But they will say like those are their regular players, okay, like Call of Duty and Candy Crush and everything. So one more thing, do you have any plan to launch any new game like these are the famous things like Call of Duty, Candy Crush, and PUBG, and these are the Free Fires everywhere. These are the most played games, download games. So do you have that plan also?
So just on big brands, we're really targeting the casual games, right? So the Candy Crush kind of games. We have actually a Sweet Rush, right? That's really like a copy of Candy Crush. We have some key games brand in the mid segment. When I say mid, it's really casual gaming. When you talk games like Call of Duty and PUBG, I just want to realize it's a different type of gamer here. We're really targeting the average gamer, which is the big part of the population right now. So we're in discussion with key brands on casual gaming. So Chris, you want to add anything on this?
Yeah, as FC mentioned, most of the games that you've mentioned, like, the hardcore battle games, they are optimized, more for a non-mobile experience, right? So it's basically the console or you use controllers to kind of view it on mobile, but the experience is different and it's to a large extent long-form gaming, right? There's an audience for that, true, but if you look at the vision of Onmo, it's primarily mobile gaming, mobile casual gaming, short, gaming moments. And, there's a huge audience for that because you've seen over the last, few quarters, hyper-casual gaming installs and downloads have pretty much taken over the market. So there are slightly, different types of games, and our gaming strategy is a little different. You had another question on, not finding Onmo on Chingari. So as we mentioned, it's on the Chingari beta version of the app. So if you go to the Play Store and just scroll down, you can join the Chingari beta version, and once you log in, you'll be able to see Onmo.
Okay.
That being said, we're deploying on the full Chingari app, during February, so that we get the full volume by the end of February.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Shimam from ICICI Bank. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for taking my question. I'm having just, I want to highlight some risk that you were tracking in India. Don't you think the increase in data rates that has taken place recently is a risk? And second risk is basically opening of the economy. So basically schools are now open, and I think most of the gaming population is young only. So don't you think that this consumption time on mobile could reduce going forward? Just this question.
I mean, we don't see any such trend, consumption time of gaming going down. I haven't seen any, we are closely following the industry in India, reading up research reports. If at all, we're just seeing that, the percentage of time that people are spending online has to some extent disproportionately shifted towards gaming. So it's kind of, people have time for social media, gaming, and other forms of entertainment. And gaming definitely is a very, very big, proportion of anyone's daily or weekly time. So I think, it's a secular trend across the industry. I don't think.
And in fact, I'd like to add that what you just said in terms of, the change that schools are opening and all that. So in fact, it helps our kind of stuff where we are saying we are into short form gaming, not the longish game where people are playing for 1 hour. In our short form game, people can play for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds onwards. So that actually helps us much better than the long form game. So to your point, the long form game may be impacted. I'm not sure, and Chris says he hasn't seen that data. But our form of game will definitely be, in fact, more incentivized.
Yeah. That's right. I think Sanjay's point is right. And you can also see that, in short form videos, right? So there's been a huge number of people coming to short form videos that last about 30 seconds to a minute. And Chingari is a very, very good example, having grown from, 30 million installs to over 100 million installs in a year's time. So it shows that the young millennial audience actually likes short bursts of entertainment and fun. So you could be playing a game for 2 minutes while, waiting for a friend or in between some activity. So that's the, market that we are cornering, and there's honestly no one in the market doing that. So we are very confident that, we've got the tailwind, and all these macro changes are actually in our benefit.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Vipul, an investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
So, hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, a few days back, I read somewhere the Rovio Entertainment, which is a publisher of Angry Bird, who make a subsidiary with the name of Hatch Technologies on 2016. So, those people also, developing the same feature which we are doing today on Onmo. So, they are also having a cloud streaming with social, but we are also doing the same things. But somehow, after 2 years, they launched. They're not able to, catch the market, and somehow at 2020, they, shut their business in that domain. So I just wanted to know if we have a same model as Rovio, which is a publisher of Angry Bird, how we can, differentiate and how we can.
Yeah. Let me just intervene here, because I know very well the service. By the way, they offered, when we did the analysis to develop Onmo, Hatch was already out there. We were testing cloud gaming. They were out in the market already. That's a clear example of too fast in a cloud gaming market, because as you know, connectivity and 5G was not ready back then. And they just to be very, and I don't want to go too technical, but Rovio on Hatch had their own technology on cloud gaming, whereby each game had to be recoded to fit on Hatch to save on bandwidth and lower the streaming costs. The problem they had, and they were streaming the full game, so it was pure cloud gaming, the full game subscription. And at the end, their model didn't work out. So actually, we got the option to buy Hatch, and for many reasons, we decided to develop our own technology, because we didn't go to save bandwidth. We went to make sure we could actually create snapshots and onboard any game without any code integration, and that's exactly what we had. So we did the full analysis. We decided to launch our own platform. It was very clear that they were shutting down way before we even started spending money on Onmo. And again, where it differs, that we added snapshots, we added the fact that we can add any game that's in the App Store today, we can stream on our service without any integration. And we added all the video AI on top of it. That was the Rub0 acquisition that we did after that, to be able to actually identify the moment, cut out moment, and actually do social esport, which there was nothing about social and esport on the Hatch platform. It was only cloud gaming. So that's the difference here. So I would say, although it looks like the same technology, it's not at all the same service.
Okay. Happy to know your vision. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Kamal Sodhi, an investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. Congratulations on a decent trend. I think it's very encouraging to see this. I wanted to find out if you've signed up any of the Indian telcos for Onmo.
Nandi, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, hi. So India, we are in deep conversation with 2 telcos, and we are in conversation, not yet signed up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Jeevan, an investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, this is Jeevan. So I just have only 2 questions. One is that in this budget, this government is also looking for some gaming thing, right? They are more focusing on this gaming one. So what this Onmobile is thinking about getting the opportunity or having some discussion or some, because I'm not sure that what is the plan, full plan from government side. So what's your view here in this? And second is that the technology side. Is this Onmo is a software as a service, or means how this will work actually installed on the mobile or something? Some code is there on the mobile or something? How it works actually? The two questions. Thank you.
Chris, you want to take?
Sure. I got the second question. I didn't get your first one. Can you just repeat that, please?
So the first question is from the this budget also, this union budget.
Okay.
This government is focusing on this gaming thing. They are having more attraction on this gaming technology or something, gaming platform. So what opportunity you are thinking about that? What in the line of government initiative on the gaming platform? I hope that you have heard of some speech from Nirmala Sitharaman on gaming thing. They are having some theme or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let Sanjay take that, but I also want to say that we are a global product, and India is one aspect of it. And from whatever I've read and talked to other people in the Indian gaming industry, the impact isn't material as such. Sanjay, do you have anything to add to it?
I think you're right. We continue to go forward, and the government is only supportive of these things. There's no specific mention. I mean, while the Nirmala Sitharaman did talk about gaming, but there's no specific provision which kind of helps us or doesn't help us. Yes, the aspect of crypto got talked about, although there is this act of tax coming in, but it's a legitimization of, in a sense, a kind of legitimization of crypto, so which is part of our strategy. In any case, we talked about it, and FC talked about it, and Chris talked about it. So that will help from our side.
Why I'm saying is that because this is the first time that someone from Indian government, sending some message to gaming industry.
Sure.
Because there was no attraction from any SM. Like before.
Yes.
So something a signal to us?
Yeah. So it is going to be positive. While she said a lot of things, the specifics are yet not out, but we will be thankful if there are things which are helping us. But whether they help us or not, we are moving forward at a very fast pace. And like Chris mentioned, and he'll talk about the global part, this is, while India is our initial focus, and we will succeed in growing this rapidly over the next few months. But our focus is more global, and we'll see that unfolding over the next few quarters. Now, Chris, over to you on the second part of the question.
Yeah, I think your second part was, what is something distinctive in the product or technology? It's actually the coming together of two or three things. The first is our, challenge creation engine, which makes these short form moments and snapshots. And that's patent pending, by the way. So we pick the best parts, from any game and create challenges on it based on maybe the number of moves or, the score, collectibles, time, etc. So if you play different games, many of these different variables will apply to that specific genre of a game. And then in real time, our Vision AI detects the score and the time, and and then publishes it. So
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was asking about the backend which we are using it, because now these days we are having more focus on legalization, right? So if you are going for the global, then how we are placing our product to different countries so that they can use it. Because this is something which I want to know, because we are focusing on global, right? So there could be the reason that we are not getting, from the government. They will stop using their mobile gaming platform for n number of reasons, from legal or something. So how we are placing our application there from each region?
See, Onmo is primarily, the D2C is primarily a web-based app. So it's not on, any Play Store. It doesn't go through any of those Play Store policies in any of those countries. As of now, we don't have any issue with Onmo, being played across in any other country. It's legal as far as, all the different jurisdictions go. So there is really no issue with the product or the back end of the platform. In fact, the fact that you're not on a Play Store, gives you a lot of flexibility because you don't need to go through any individual, Android or an iOS Play Store policy. So that what you're trying to mention, I mean, some of those things don't exist for us. It may apply to some of the other gaming companies. But as far as esports goes, we follow the local rules, whether it's in North America, whether it's in Europe, and even in India. It's not allowed in certain states, so you don't have esports in certain states in India.
Yeah, cool. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Deepak Poddar from Sapphire Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity. Sir, I just wanted to understand little from the perspective of, let's say, next 2 to 3 years, when we have spoken in the past as well of this new business becoming at least what our current business is, maybe 500, 600 crores. So is that what we still kind of maintain, or there has been some delay because of the Onmo change in strategy, or yeah? So any comments on that?
Yeah. So for Challenges Arena, we keep saying that in 3 years' time it will be much larger or larger than the current products that we have. For Onmo, very clear. That's our understanding. For Onmo, will be bigger than the current products in 3 years' time.
Okay. So in 3 years' time, Challenge Arena and Onmo together will become larger than what our current size is, right?
Onmo will be bigger. Challenge Arena, of course, will continue to grow. And yes, both will definitely be bigger than the current revenue.
Oh, okay. And when do you expect that we start seeing traction on the revenue side, like we have already seen on the Challenge Arena side, right? But on the Onmo side, when we'll start seeing the traction, and when we see the traction, so what's the base revenue level? It should be much larger than what Challenge Arena might be doing at the start of its growth journey.
No. The start is always from zero. Start will always be from zero, but then the growth will be sharper for Challenges Arena. But it will take time as of now. As of now, for the next few quarters, you will see dramatic increases in Challenges Arena, and Onmo will follow.
Okay, so we'll see tremendous growth from first quarter in Onmo in terms of revenue traction.
It will start in the first quarter, and then you'll see growth from there on.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it from my side. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the question, and we will now close the question queue. I would like to hand the conference back to the management for closing comments. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Next quarter results are in May, so it's a bit of time till we speak. You'll have a lot of news in the meantime on our new initiative coming along. I look forward to speaking with you and share all what's coming up in the next few months. So thank you very much for joining this call, and look forward to talking to you again in May. Thanks.
Thank you, members of the management. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Onmobile Global Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.